T-shirts walking around. They've got the QR codes there. Scan those codes to get started. That includes 3 championship fights. That includes a fight where 2 guys are coming in with undefeated records here tonight at XFC 62. Are you ready for your next fight? Introducing first, Jay Lumberjack Haansbergen.
And here we have Jay, the Lumberjack Haansbergen, fighting out of Limitless Combat Sport, making his way from Darwin as well. I actually called his debut fight, and he had a fight of the night preparation as well. And one thing I would say is just he started off the round one, what looked like a little bit slow. And I was talking to him in the back before. He said he got a bit of an injury in that first round, and then he basically went, okay, well. He basically went back to his corner, and his corner's like, it's a fight. What do you expect? Yeah. You're going to get injuries. Get the hell back in there and work. What do you want me to do, call the fight off for you? He's like, no, then stop whinging. Get in there and fight. And that's what I like about having a corner who knows what their fighters are capable of, knows when it's time to quit, know when it's time to throw the towel in for them, or tell them just to put their big boy pants on and go out there and get the job done.
Yeah, Limitless is, again, another one of those gyms that, kind of like Boon Chew and John Wayne Parr, where they've progressed from just that Muay Thai style gym. It's a combat sports gym now. But again, Jay comes in with a pretty decent experience in combat sports and striking sports.
Yeah, and he had a 3-round war too.
Introducing his opponent, Jake Deaves.
And Jake Deaves fighting independently. Another one who is no stranger to the XFC cage. He obviously had fought Jay's training partner in Vinny earlier and got a win in quite a big fight war round in that one. But in saying that, Jake is a very, very physical specimen. He looks a lot leaner than the first time he jumped in the cage and is doing quite well. He now boasts a 2-1 record. This is his 4th time making a walk out to the cage.
Well, I know that he's been working a lot on his wrestling this camp, and if we can take anything from one of his teammates from the last fight, the wrestling is quite good. Maybe we'll see another rear naked choke in this one from him.
Yeah, he comes from that, that rugby league style pedigree of athlete. He's a bit of a brawler. We've seen the power that he's got in that right hand, and the fact that he can throw 30 of them in the space of 20 seconds as well. But, I was having a chat to Vinny, one of his opponents previously, and we saw him earlier tonight. He put it down to his own fitness that lost him that fight. Yeah. And again, that's a compliment to Jake, that even after 3 and a bit rounds, or 2 and a bit rounds, that Jake still had that gas tank and still had the power in that right hand to put his opponent to force a tap.
He's certainly put together very well, isn't he?
Gas tank is everything in this game. You can be the best fighter in the world, but if you can't, you got gas tanks empty, it's empty.
Yeah, and Jake's loss was to a monster of a man that was able to get him down, and there was no moving that man mountain, so he wasn't happy with that stoppage, and he's been itching to get back in there into the XFC cage and get that win back.
This next fight is an amateur light heavyweight fight with B-class rules, 3-by-3-minute rounds. Introducing first, in the blue corner, weighing in at 92.3 kilos, with an amateur record of 1 win, no loss. Fighting out of Limitless Combat Sports, Jay the Lumberjack Haansbergen. And his opponent in the red corner, weighing in at 91.4 kilos, with an amateur record of 2 wins, 1 loss. Independently trained, Jake Deaves. And the referee for this fight is Phil Cassidy.
I just want to step back. We did overlook the fact that Jay has a significant Muay Thai background as well. And has lost a lot of weight to get into here, even at that weight. You can see by the size of his calves, he is a big man under that.
Nice that kick. Oh, caught it. Nice. Good pressure there.
Yeah, and Jay also just has a big work tank. When I saw his last fight, he just didn't go away. He just stayed in the pocket, stayed there.
Big swings from Jake.
Yeah, he either wants to finish that fight really early with those monster shots that he've got.
So Jake is weathering this storm so far. He's saying center cage, center cage.
Let's go.
He's calling it center cage.
He's foaming. Just wants to bang. Down he goes.
Good takedown.
He's calling center cage.
Up he comes.
Jay's done a good job here in terms of being able to get to that position. And it came due to the fact that Jake was just trying to knock him out instead of locking in that position.
Swing. That's a lot of output there. Whoa! Oh, he's down.
Is he out? He's definitely hurt him. Oh, he's hurt him.
Out.
Wow, big spike. Wow.
Absolute monster slam.
That hurt my neck. Wow.
Huge power shown there by Jake.
Wow. Another one of Mikey's.
Jake Deaves' best performance by far. That was
And
phenomenal.
here we have it in the replay. The boys are trading. And that's just after Jake calls him out in the middle of the cage and stay the cage. But Jake did well getting him down before. And Jay was able to get up on his things. And that's the slam.
Wow. That's the game, though, ladies and gentlemen. That's the game.
Absolutely.
You know, that was a war, but afterwards, fist bumps. Hope to see you again soon.
The winner of this fight at 1 minute 19 in the first round by TKO. In the red corner, Jake Deaves. So, Jake, we've seen you in the XFC a couple of times now, but mate, by far, that was your best performance. What have you got to say about that?
I just like to give props to Jay to start with. You know, it takes a lot of courage to step in here. Props to him and his team. I'd like to thank Daniel for having me on XFC again. You know, the last one was nothing short of disappointing for me. So I knew I had it in me and I wanted to get back in and improve a point. I'm just a kid from Tinga, Bundara. He just backs himself every day. No trainer, no coach. I come up here on Wednesday by myself, waiting, drove me up here like, you know, I've got no one. The self-doubt every day. But you know what, I fucking back myself and I'll keep on backing myself.
Mate, the one question, we all know that you've got a rugby league background. That takedown we saw in this corner here, mate, what, we're looking at 20 weeks for that? Rubbed out, mate, you're getting rubbed out.
Yeah, the game's going soft, that's why I left and jumped into the cage. But yeah, that just comes back to rugby league, Bundara Bears, baby. And nothing but the best.
Mate, your opponent had a really solid Muay Thai striking background, and for you to tell him and point in the middle of this cage and egg him on to punch on, mate, you got a set on you. Yeah, talk us through that. What was going through your head?
Fight, baby. You know, I'm all about that nitty gritty. I love it. You know, I'll be back here in March. You know, my goal is to fight for a belt. I'll take the winner of the main event tonight, or I'd like to run it back with Josh because I know I can compete with that guy. But we'll see what happens. I'm just going to keep on climbing, man. I'll be back in the gym Monday.
Nice, mate. There's no one in the crowd that'll ignore that call out there. Mate, last question. Who would you like to thank?
Big shout out to Nick King back down in Varelli. He couldn't make it up here tonight. Canoe Martial Arts, I was up there for a little bit with Jackson and their team. I can't thank them enough. My family at home in Bandara. Yeah, you guys are why I'm up here fighting. You know, it's been a hard year. I'm just happy, man. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, mate. Massive round of applause for your winner.